Guys, good morning. It's June 28th, 2023, and I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop FlossTube. And I have a ton of stuff to show you today. I've got some new patterns. I've got some sneak peeks of stuff that's coming out in the fall. I've got lots of sew along progress, and also have some stuff that's going to be coming out in the next week or two. So lots of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and start with our brand new stitch card Q. So this is set Q. And we're getting near the end of our stitch cards because we're going to go all the way till Z. And this one is so cute. Cheryl stitched these, and it's stitched on Farmhouse 25 count fabric by Holt. And of course, these are designed by Holt. And so you've got the purse, the hat, the star, and the dress. Really cute, kind of like dollhouse vibes. We have a thread pack. And all of the stitch cards are written for DMC. And so, really cute. So now we're actually at 68 total. And we're going to have a sew along with these. And it's going to be in 2024. And if you are in the club, it has shipped to you. So you should get this any day. And if not, it's now online. And I wanted to show you the stitch cards, how nice they are. They're professionally printed. So you have like a cover, and I keep mine in my stitch card box. And then they're all individual, and they're on really nice cardstock, and they're numbered. And they're all the same stitch count on the inside, so you can interchange any of the borders with any of the stitch cards with any of the insides, which is really fun. So that is stitch card set Q, and thank you to Cheryl who stitched these. And we're going to send them to Lori, and then when she finishes them, we'll show them to you all finished. They're 34 by 34 stitches. And then Red, White, and June, we just finished Red, White, and June. So actually last night I finished the very last one. So I finished it 3 days early. So I'm going to show you everything, because after this, we're going to go ahead and finish things. So this is the Star Spangled Ornaments, which has 12 ornaments. So I'm going to show you the ones, and this is by It's So Emma. I'll show you the ones I haven't shown yet. This fabric is Pebble 25 count with called for Classic Colorworks, and the pattern is by It's So Emma. So here are the 6 I haven't shown you. And then we're going to finish Denise is going to finish these in the Tarte tins when they come back in stock. And then we're going to buy a little tree from Michael's or somewhere to display it on for next year's FlossTube set. And these are the ones I've already shown you. And the way that we do these, Brittany designed these, Sarah charted them. And then what we do is we do 4 backgrounds 3 times, or 3 backgrounds 4 times, I guess. So we have a white, red, and a blue, and then so that it's kind of even. So those were super easy. They take about an hour each, so really easy. And what I found best, or the way that I could go the fastest, is first just outline the very outside of your circle. That way you make sure that you kind of complete that circle, and then you can just kind of fill in the inside parts, and then just fill in with the background color. And this one, I didn't even serge the edges, and I didn't have too bad of a problem. It didn't really ravel, so that was nice and good. So that is Star Spangled Ornaments. And then this week I got USA Forever stamp by Fat Quarter Shop stitched. So I stitched on the brand new 14 count Kimberly's Blue Gingham by Fabric Flair. I used the Summer Memories Aura Floss thread box, which we have some back in stock, so that's amazing. Hopefully they don't sell out. So I got that done this week. And then this one was finished by Priscilla, and she finished it using the her ribbon and her and Chelsea's fabric, and then the frame right here is from 141 Design. So what we're gonna do is just replicate. We're gonna finish it here, but just replicate everything that Priscilla did. And then last night, oh my gosh, I actually forgot all about this piece until yesterday. I was on the phone with Denise and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't do that. I guess it somehow, she either emailed me or something, but it triggered that I haven't done this. So yesterday I got all of this done. And so I have all of the month-to-months done. And so now we do sell a set of them if you want the full set. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a trunk show when this comes back from the framer. So I'm actually gonna go to the framer this week. So I'll do a trunk show of all 12 smalls and all 12 larges. And I stitched all of these on 14 count pale gray gingham by Fabric Flair, and I use Called For Classic Colorworks. And then I just am going to show you everything else just so that you can see everything all at once. So this is Red, White, and You by Bent Creek. 14 count pale gray gingham. No, 14 count Kimberly's Blue gingham by Fabric Flair. This is Starlight Berry Sampler. The next couple are all from the Susan Aki book called Summer Memories. And this one I'm going to have framed. This one I'm going to have framed. So these two are going to go to the framer. And then these others, we're going to, I think Denise is going to put them in pillows. So those three are from the Summer Memories book. Sorry. And then I'm going to put that there just because it matchy match. And then at Needlework, they're at Needlework, Nashville Needlework Market, Proud to be an American came out by the Little Stitch Girl. And so I picked a couple from that book. And I used all of these that I'm showing you right here, same fabric and same thread box. So the Summer Memories thread box. So I'm gonna frame these. Actually, I think I could frame this one too. I'm gonna frame these three. And what I'll do when I frame them is I'm gonna have the framer just do real tight so that they come out really small, and I'm gonna ask them to put an easel on the back so that they can stand up. So these three I'm gonna frame. This one I'm gonna copy what Priscilla did. And then these we're gonna do pillows. And we'll show them to you when they're finished. So I got a lot done in June. We're not even in July yet. What is wrong with me? And our Patriotic Typeface series, I got all of these done. So we've got the Eagle, Lady Liberty, Uncle Sam. And these, we're gonna just do the same finishing as here, where we use the trim from Lady Dot Creates, and we're just gonna do the same exact finishing here as we did here. And then we'll show them to you as we finish them, but obviously I think I finished 30 things, so it's not gonna be quick because I don't know that Denise can just finish 30 things really fast like that. USA Jar by Stitching with the Housewives, and Red, White, and Blue by Stitching with the Housewives. These two I'm gonna send to Priscilla to finish. And hopefully she still has the little blocks. I went to Michael's recently and I didn't see any blocks, so that was kind of crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to answer a couple of questions. The sheep, real quick, I'm going to show you what I did with the sheep. Do we have the thread box here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the thread box, Kim Patterson asked, what is the blue floss color that I used? So basically, I did this one at my nephew's college graduation, actually. It was the School of Engineering at UT, and it was like forever. So I stitched this there. I think I got the whole thing done at the graduation because, you know, it takes forever. So what I did is I basically just took the Summer Memories box, and just as I went, I just what do you call it, picked colors as I went. So let's see, Aura Floss 2805 was my sheep. The white was 2024. The dark blue is 4140. And then the red is 2270. And I actually, this was the box for the entire thing, so I was able to get all of those out of it, and I still have a lot. I mean, it looks like there's not that much, but there's a lot of this. And the way I store these at my house, I just keep them like on a little shelf, and they're really cute to store. So that's the first question. Love the USA stamp. Will there be more stamps? Yes, there will be. So we're currently working on a fall one. Yes, fall. Okay. Do I know when 18 count milk and honey will be back in stock? Yes. So that is Fiber on a Whim. They're quoting July 15th. Christy Lane has a question about where to start a design on the fabric. I've always started a design in the middle, but it seems like more people are starting from a corner. What are the pros and cons? Okay, so I'll show you a piece of, can you grab just a random piece, and then I'll kind of give you, I don't think it matters, to be honest. Give me one of those. Yeah, sorry. Let's do one of these. Okay, so on something like this, it's easy to start in the center because in the pattern, so something like this that's divided, when you look in the pattern, there's a clear line of where the center is at the top and on the sides. So on something like this, starting in the center is easy because, you know, you can just start here and go either left or right. Starting in the top left, you just have to kind of give, but so something like this, I would start in the center just because it's already divided in the center. Something like this, I would just start in the top left, which obviously I didn't. I can tell right here, I started in the bottom right, and I can tell because I started over here. Nope, I started here. I can tell. Usually I give myself an inch or two from the edge. So here I started in the bottom left, and I probably started in the bottom left just so I could get this base done. Something like this, what I did is I just did the border first and then filled in. This one I started in the center. This one I can tell I started in the bottom left because I always have extra. Denise cuts my pieces really big, so I can always tell where I start because it's always about that distance away. You know, I mean, that's about the distance right there. So I don't think it really matters. I think you can start wherever you want to start. I kind of just let the pattern dictate what I'm going to do. So I don't think you have to do what everybody else does or anything like that. Like, I don't think you have to do it one way or the other. I just kind of do whatever I think is going to be most efficient. But like I said, if there's a base, like if there's like a straight line or something, I'll usually start there just because then I've got a starting point that I can refer to as I go. So I think the pros and cons are just start wherever you think is going to give you a base or wherever it's easy to do in the pattern. Okay, I have a question. I was a kindergarten teacher. Can I see the name? Oh, Amelia. I was a kindergarten teacher for paper. So why do you do just one small cross-stitch circle per sheet of Aida when you could fit more? Okay, hold on. I was a kindergarten teacher. Why would you do just one small per sheet of Aida when you could fit more? Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, so here, I basically had Denise cut these big. I just don't like to have to worry about being right in the center. So I also like something to hold. So this is personal preference. Is it wasteful? Yeah, probably. But I like to have something to hold. I need a little bit to hold because I stitch in hand. So I make mine bigger. I account for the finishing also. Like, I don't want to send it to Priscilla or Denise and have them like have nothing to fold on. So it may be a little bit wasteful, but it works for me because I have to have something to hold. And I actually, when I stitch, this is what I do when I stitch. Even if it's this small. This is exactly how I stitch. And I usually keep these at the top so I know where my top and bottom is. But I like to have something to hold. So that is the answer to that question. What is the Summer Memories box? So the Summer Memories thread box is a box of Aura Floss thread that Susan Aki came out with to go with her Summer Memories book. And it was put together by Aurifil, and it's like, we've shown it a lot of times. I took it all out of the box and put it into a different box, so that's why it looked that way. Sue asks, how do I tackle a multi-page pattern? I usually start in the center, but the multi-page is too overwhelming. So on a multi-page, I would start in the top left because you usually start with page 1 and just start in the top left and start going. Tammy asks, will we be coming out with more patterns like the patriotic typeface? They're so fun and I love stitching them. I don't think so for 2023, but we do have some designs we're working on for 2024. Okay, so now since I finished Red, White, and June, I wanted to share some of you guys' progress so you can see what other people have stitched. So the first one I'm showing is by Vicki Hillhouse. She made some Star Spangled Ornaments by It's So Emma. I see in the back left, I see the mini basket. What's it called? Bitty Baskets. It's a free pattern in the back left. I see the Red, White, and Blue by Stitching with the Housewives. I see 2 Primrose patterns. So really fun, and I really like the way she finished those, where some are finished with the piece in the center. I'm gonna show you one of the ornaments real quick, just to kind of show a little different thing. Sorry. So if you look, like in the very center at the pie. Sorry, I'm gonna show you the pie and just kind of show you. No, leave that up. Okay, so see how she has the pie and she has the stars. So what she did is she changed her colors, but she did not do the circle. So she did all the designs without the circle, and then some of them she finished with fabric on the left and right. And then, like, if you look at the July 4th, she just finished with fabric on the right. So really fun, and she used different fabrics for each. Really cute, and really cute dough bowl. Oh, the next one's Java Girl Stitches. I love this one. So what she did is she took the Uncle Sam typeface pattern, and she just reverse imaged it. So she just did the full face. She finished it on a circle finish, and she did a painted white frame, and then she added some bows and rickrack, and it's so cute. I love it. It makes me want to make him again. And then Feelin' Stabby did the Lady Liberty. She says 600 stitches exactly today to finish Lady Liberty, now to fully finish. That'd look really cute just like that. And then Houghton Kelly. The Patriotic Stitching continues from the Summer Memories Quilt and Cross Stitch book by Susan Aki for It's So Emma. I will finish all of these into little pillows when I'm done stitching them, and I will post a photo when done. I used all called for Aura Floss colors on both projects. So really pretty. So she did 14 count blue gingham Ada, and then 14 count Kimberly's light pink gingham Ada by Fabric Flare. And then this is Screen Door Needleworks. So that is the patriotic stamp. And then basically, if you look at it, she didn't put the border on it. And then she did a really cute finishing with fabric on the left and the right. And it's slightly quilted to give it texture. And then here, Recovering Monogamous Stitcher. So she finished 6 of the ornaments, and really cute. And she used Prim Lugana. Where we used Pebble, she used Prim. And then Risa Creates, really cute. She took some coasters from Hobby Lobby and finished the patriotic ornaments on it. And that's a really cute idea. I would have never thought of using coasters. And then Sophie Noir. So this one, she just did the same one on 2 different fabrics. And this is so cute. I think it would be so cute just finished exactly like that. Even though the design is square and the nerd frame is rectangular, I think that nerd frame really makes a pretty finishing. Of course, it would be a super expensive finishing, but really cute. And I love the fabric she used. Let's see. She didn't list the fabric she used, but I think it is Zweigart Petty Point. And this is a tree, and this is Patty Penn. She emailed me in a picture because she doesn't have social media, so I wanted to share one of her pictures. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to answer 2 questions and then move on to the next thing. Is there a reason some people count their stitches? So I think people just do it to kill time. I don't know. I have anxiety. I've actually diagnosed with it. So sometimes if I'm really anxious, I will count my stitches just to keep going or to stay awake. Lately, I have been so tired. I have been running from city to city watching. My boys had 7 basketball games this weekend in San Antonio, Austin, and New Braunfels. So I was all over the place with 2 different kids, and all games were lost. And I was like, oh, this is lovely. So I'm just really tired lately. So to stay awake, sometimes I'll count my stitches so that I don't fall asleep. Do I stitch in hand even with larger projects? Yes, I always stitch in hand. And I'm going to show you a really big piece it's pretty big that I got back from a framer yesterday, and I stitched it all in hand. Okay, so now I'm going to show you other things that I finished for the month of June. So Barn Sweet Barn, and just a tease, I have been working on several designs for Barn Sweet Barn. I haven't even shown Denise yet, but I have 3 in the works, and one of them I came up with Saturday night. So we have some really good ideas for 2023 or 2024, and I have so many ideas. I might have ideas all the way through 2027. So this is the colors for June, and I did this whole thing this week. I'm stitching on 25 count white Lugana, and I used the DMC thread pack. This one is Cheryl's, and Cheryl's, all the finishing is on the front of the pattern. Mine, I'm gonna take and get framed. And then starting today, I'm going to start July's, and July's are two blues. So each month is 2 colors with a white. And I haven't decided if next year we might use the same thread pack. We might not. So if you are stitching this, just save your leftovers in case we use the same ones. We're not that far, but we're in our design mode. So I got that done this week, pretty easy. And this one's kind of fun. Sometimes I stitch it like where I do each color all at once. Sometimes I start in the center and then go out. This one I did the center, went out, and then I did each section individually. So I'll switch it up a little bit. And then I put top up there just so I kind of could remember where I was at. Now the temperature cross stitch is coming along, and look at all that pink. I love it. So it has been brutally hot here. I mean hot, but I love the pink that's coming out. So there you go. And I'm just keeping track of it. This is how I keep track of it. I usually do about 7 to 10 days at a time. So I'll write out the temperature, and then I write out the DMC color, and then I label it by day. And we're also working on temperature cross stitch design for 2024. We also might use the same thread pack. In fact, I know we are going to use the same thread pack, so do not get rid of your thread when you're done, because you won't need to buy a new one. But I'm going to do something a little bit different for mine. So we will be using the same thread pack for one method, and then a different idea for a second method, just so that we can keep it interesting. And then we just finished this Haunted Halloween Mystery Quilt and Stitch Along. So cute. Love the quilt. Love the cross stitch. The Pistachio 14 count by Fiber on a Whim is coming in late July. Our thread pack is also coming in mid-July. This one did better than we expected, so thank you for all of your support. This is release 4 is now available, so if you buy the PDF now, you just get the full pattern. And this one is a great one to talk about dividing up your stitching. So it comes in 4 pages. So on something like this, page 1, 2, 3, 4, I would just start right up here in the top left and then just do each page. And so this is a completely free pattern. So all you have to do is download it on our website, or you can find it on our blog. And then I am going to show you, this one was finished by Priscilla. These are Chelsea's checks, and these are the new polka dots coming out in the fall. And I'm going to show you 4 stitchers who also stitched this. So this one's really pretty, Stacy K Creations. So she used the called for fabric and floss, even though the fabric does look gray there. And then Glenna Giradir, and here she used a really dark purple. It looks like a linen or an even weave, and so those colors look really nice together. And then Pat Matthews, 1645. So I'm sure all of these people will be able to finish this week, but she used 28 count casual linen with classic colorworks thread. And then this one is by Beatrice Punta de Cruz, really pretty. I think that's the Petty Point fabric by Zweigart. And then now I have a lot of fully finished items. So I have like a little shrink show. So the first one I can show you is City Valentines. So City Valentines, I stitched in Be Mine in February. So I have all 4, and these were all, thank you to Priscilla for finishing these for me. I just got them back. So these right here, let's see. These are from Michaels. So there's City Valentines 1, and I'll tell you the number of the piece in a second. City Valentines 2, these are gonna be so cute. City Valentines 3, and these are Dapper Doodads, so they're available as PDFs. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And then this is City Valentines 4. Sorry, I just knocked it on the floor. So, let me do this. So the way that I'm going to do these is I'm going to set them up, which is awesome. Okay, so these, ooh. Ashland 707919. Really cute. I love this finishing. And I love the, these were in the, like in the front of the store. I remember that, and I'm not sure where the ribbons are from. And these, I did stitch all of these called for colors, and this is pale gray gingham, and it's so interesting. Can you zoom into one, Jordan? It's so interesting because once Priscilla finishes it, you lose the gingham. You know, you can barely see that gingham on the fabric, but it looks way better than just a plain white. So really cute. And then Posy Peep, I also stitched, I don't remember when I stitched this, but really cute. And this one's a roundabout. And this was a tray that we sold at one time by Gypsy Quilter. It's now discontinued, unfortunately, but so cute. And so this one I definitely will store. I'll probably put it on a small easel, but it's so cute. I love it. And this is Lori Holt's vintage trim, and the fabric is their brand new polka dot that's coming out in the fall. Now, also went to the framer twice between this week and last week. So this one right here is April, Barn Sweet Barn. And these, just like I have been saying, stitched on 25 count Lugana in the cloud color by Lori Holt. And I'm doing 12 of them, and I'm gonna put all 12 of them on a wall. And after I do the trunk show, I'll show you a photo of it on the wall. So that's that one. And I got 2 back from Peppermint Lane series by Pansy Patch Quilt. So this is Tea House. And this was chart 4, so this was April's. And then this one was May's. This is Cranberry House. And I actually started this, I finished Pinwheel House, and then the next one is like Peppermint or something, and I have the top done of that one. And then these, I don't really know where I'm going to put them because there's going to be 9 of them and they're really big, so they might go on a wall also. So these came back from the framer. And then for a year I worked on the hands-on design, A Year of Celebration season 2, and this one I stitched on Prim. So this one, the fabric is Prim Lugana, and this one I used the Kimberly's thread pack that Denise and I put together, and so the pattern has all of the individual pieces, and this border is a free border that's available on Hands On Design's website. So actually I'm going to have Jordan zoom in and then kind of move it around just so you can see the detail. And on this one, I really just wanted a very small frame so that it wouldn't take away from the design. And it's a pretty thick, this one has some, let me see, it's a pretty thick frame. So this one is definitely I love it. It's so pretty. So I'm not sure where I'm going to frame it, but I think it's going to go somewhere in the office. So got that back yesterday. It's pretty big. So this one, we did have the question, and I did stitch this all in hand. So as I stitched, I just rolled the pieces up and had clips on the ends. Okay, I'm going to answer a couple of questions, and then I have some upcoming teases of patterns. So if you have questions, start putting them in. Will I ever use the Cosmo thread pack for something different in lieu of DMC? We could do that every now and then. It's just really hard to get the Cosmo thread. When I saw the news about the heat in Texas, I thought of your temperature stitch. Yeah, so that's a pro and a con. It's really hot outside, but at least I get pink thread. What is the pattern on the shelf with the car and the trailer? That is Snapshots June by Pine Mountain Designs. Okay, Bex from Texas asked what color Ada, so let me know which piece you're talking about. What is a good 14 count Ada substitute for Pebble 25 count? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Venetian stone. It's different but similar. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some things. These are not in stock, but they're back from framers. They're things that we're teasing for the future. So none of this is in stock, but I really want to show you so that you have something to look forward to. So this is the Quilted Witch, designed by Lori Holt. The cross stitch and the quilt pattern are coming out in September, so this fall. They're both separate patterns. This was stitched by Cheryl, and we framed this one in Austin. And the frame is 2 5/8. It's a pretty big frame, and what Lori wanted was she wanted the frame to really pull out the color in the dress. So this is really pretty. Now this one I will be stitching in Stitchtober. So this one will have a pattern. We'll give you information on the fabric later, the thread pack later, and the thread drops later. So this is just to tease that it is back from the framer, and I'm gonna have Jordan just zoom in to the dress because the detail in the dress is so pretty. Now, if you're framing something big, we have a question about that. I always just take it to the framer. My framer is Artworks. They're in downtown Austin, and they just frame it. I don't ever lace it, but if you're doing it yourself, you definitely can lace it. And this is are we doing a fall mystery stitch along? I don't think so, not this year. This year, what we're going to be doing is this as Stitchtober, because this is this one I'm going to divide up for the whole month. It's a pretty big stitch. So that is Quilted Witch, and my favorite part's the cat. And it's pretty heavy. Oh, it does have glass, sorry. You can't see it because it's the museum glass, but it does have glass. And the reason, Lori usually doesn't like glass on her pieces, but I put glass on it just because we were going to be shipping it back and forth from like Utah, Dallas, Austin, and I didn't want anything to get dirty. The little ruler thing that I pulled out is our cross stitch key. So this is something that I use as when I start my piece, use these as that, but it also has the ruler. Now our next tease is part of the Simply Signs series. So this is Happy Fall. This is going to release in July because we just finished finalizing the pattern, and Priscilla finished this one for us. Cheryl stitched it, and all the finishing information, the custom fabric that we're doing, the floss, everything will come out next month. We're just teasing it to let you know that it's finished. So Priscilla finished this on the Priscilla's Pretty Plaids, and all the other information will come out later. This is a custom color. A Year of Celebration, I stitched on 25 count prim, so it was not an Ada. And the reason I didn't stitch on Ada on that piece is there's a lot of back stitches, and so I really needed to stitch something that had the 2 holes. So now I'm going to tease something that I finished last night. So we now have the designs for autumn stitching seasons. If you're in the Priscilla and Chelsea Stitching with the Housewives Stitching Seasons Club, this will be shipping to you in August, the kit. And so I got this done. It only took me about an hour last night. And this is the fabric that comes in the kit. So this one, we do have spots for autumn, so you can sign up for that. Spring, completely sold out. Summer, we do have a couple of kits online where people didn't pay for their kit. So if you're wanting summer, you can now get that as a kit. This one is my piece, and Priscilla finished it, and then what happens is Denise finishes these pieces. So you can see, let's see, I'm going to show them all kind of together. So if you're in this club, thank you for supporting us, and Priscilla and Chelsea will release these as patterns after it's been a year and the club is finished. And I have seen winter, so that's really fun. I can say that you're going to love it. This one's actually Priscilla's. No, these are mine? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So then there's going to be that one. And then I wanted to show you something that I saw on Instagram that I really liked. Donna Sturm, I had seen her stitching this and like posting her progress as she went, but she found that frame at Hobby Lobby. And so she put the first 6 from the Chicken Club in this frame. And I really like it, and I really like the vintage trim that she added in each of the circles. And so she said she's going to have, and it really fits perfectly with the names of the chickens. So I think it's really cute, really creative. And then she says, I think she's going to do the next 6 in different finishes. So once she does that, I will show that online too, just because they're really cute. And Lori is sending the next 2 chicken clubs finished to us. And so we should be able to show them to you next week, teases of those. Okay, so now I'm going to show you our flash sale for today. If you didn't know, we always have a flash sale each day. And so today we have the Winter Wonderland cross stitch pattern by Stitching with the Housewives. And we have Touch of Pink 28 count linen by Witchell. And then we have a lot of what's new. Stars and Stripes Street 4 came out on Friday. So that one, there are 4 streets. So just like I showed you on the Valentine Lane, 4 pieces finished. There's 4 of these. This is the roundabout for today, and there's also a bonus in here. And the bonus says American. I can just tell you that. Oh wait, no. Hold on. The bonus is a truck with 4th of July. And these are both from Paisley and Polka Dot, the finishing pieces. And then last night we got the information on Priscilla and Chelsea's newest pattern. So Americana Bakery is from their Up on a Pedestal series. You can now pre-order that at Fat Quarter Shop. Yard Sauce, you can pre-order. I think this one is going to be a huge hit. And when I saw it, I was like, where did Priscilla get those tomatoes? I have never seen fake tomatoes in a store, so I am I've got to ask her. But that, I see a little tease. It says recipe box collection, so I'm thinking she's going to have more of those. Really cute. I think that we're going to sell a ton of those, so you can pre-order that at Fat Quarter Shop. And then monthly weigh-in. So this is if you're in the club, and I'm going to start putting stuff over here just to kind of talk through. So if you are in the monthly weigh-in club, you will get your next club starting next month. Priscilla and Chelsea stitched this piece on tea-dyed 28 count Monaco from DMC. It has not come in yet. I am so sorry about that. So I can't stitch on it because we don't have it. So we have to find something alternative. So I was thinking that the Natural by Witchell might work. That's a 14 count. Or Oatmeal or Vintage Country Mocha 14 count might work. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. So you guys can vote and let me know which one you think. This is the one Priscilla thinks. This one is probably gonna be too light based on the white, but I thought this was a great kind of exercise to show you. It's really hard to pick fabric, and you know, I know you guys get frustrated when fabric doesn't arrive. Well, so do I, because it's not here and I don't have fabric to stitch on either. So I have to, sometimes you have to work around it, buy something else, do something different. So you guys, Ashley will put in a poll for either Oatmeal or Natural. So this is Oatmeal, this is Natural. And I mean, I'm not gonna start it quite yet, but I still don't see an updated delivery date on the websites that I'm looking at, that I buy the fabric from. Now the finishing piece, all the detail will be on the back of the pattern, but I'm pretty sure that's Polka Dot and Paisley's. So, and I'm just gonna do mine exactly like Priscilla's. So I'll probably have her do the first one, and then basically from there Denise can finish. But I am gonna do both pieces. I'm gonna do the month and the bottom part. So this, so basically on the 2 new Priscilla and Chelsea, 2 are pre-order. This one is a club. And also you can get it as a pattern later. Beach Boardwalk arrived by Country Cottage Needleworks. It's sold out, so we have more ordered. We do have plenty of thread packs in stock. So the thread pack is based on the fabric count that she is stitching on, which, what count is that? 32 count. So if you're going to do 14 count, you might run out, because we use what Nikki puts on the Country Cottage website. So now that we have the pattern and we can see this detail, we are going to next week give you Ada alternatives. We haven't given you an Ada alternative yet because we didn't have the pattern to see. So we will talk about that next week. We just got this like yesterday. And if you were in the club, the pat is shipped today or yesterday. And so we just got this in. So we need time to find out some alternatives. And we will also put the thread on top of the fabric to kind of show you. It kind of looks gray a little bit. The fabric is on order for this 32 count, but it is still not here. So we have thread packs, we will have patterns probably by Friday, and we will have fabric later in the month, and we are coming up with a 14 count alternative for you guys. Autumn Barn Trio is by Waxing Moon Design. So they have a lot of trios. So this is their newest one. This just came in. And then we got some new hands-on design patterns. Strawberry. Pocket Neighborhood. Oh, Christmas 3. I really like this one. I really want to stitch this one. I might stitch it in Christmas. We'll probably schedule it, but I'm not gonna do blue, I'll do red. And then I really like this one, a Vintage Stitch 2 Hexie. This is so cute. But I am telling you, when I saw this, I was like, I am an expert sewer. There's about a 0% chance I could get that done. 0. I love it though. I would pay a lot of money just to have that because there's no way I could do that. And then we have some new summer house stitch work patterns, Christmas Past, and this is part of a series. And this is paper. This is perforated paper, I think. Fragments of Time 2023, Berlin Woolwork. This is number 3 and number 4. We also got the newest issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. So I'll show you the front and the back. So that's a little bit of what's inside there. And then this book is really cute. So Denise, Brittany, Cheryl, and I all got to see previews of this at Nashville Needlework Market. This is by Cheryl McKinnon of Tiny Modernist, Home Sweet Home. And so she had the sample up, and I'm gonna show you a couple of the pieces in here. The way the book is laid out is the front of the book has the designs and the back has the chart. So I can easily flip through and show you the designs without ruining the charts. Really cute. And in here she does tell you what fabric she used and the DMC color. So it's all DMC. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one, and I don't think it has back stitching in it. So this book is really cute. We'll probably sell out of it now that I showed it. These I think would be really cute individually stitched, actually. So the book has a lot to it. And then the charts are in the back, so I'm not going to show you the charts. And then we also got a new book called Cute Kawaii Cross Stitch, and it has 400 really small patterns, really cute. But I will tell you that there's a little section. I'm going to kind of flip through just to kind of show you. Lots of content, but there's a section in here with animals that is so cute. And then we also got from Frank Edmonds some new plastic snap frames. Now I haven't had time to try these, so I actually don't use frames anymore, but most people use Q snaps, so this must be an alternative to that, and I have not tried them. So you guys can try them and let me know what you think, or I can have Cheryl try them. Okay, I'm going to answer questions. What is Nashville Needlework? Okay, so Nashville Needlework is a market for stores, and it is always in March in Nashville, and it's where once a year different vendors come and show you their new products. Will there be thread packs for weigh-in? No, because that's a club. So we're in the club, you get the pattern and the thread. will I ever put on a stitching retreat? Probably not right now. My kids are really busy and I don't like to miss anything. Like, I don't like to miss a thing. So when my kids grow up, probably, but right now, no. Can I explain how you manage floss for the temperature cross stitch? Do we have my bag here? Yeah, I'll show you. It's pretty easy. I use the floss flowers from Lori Holt. So basically I have the floss flower. I use the DMC stickers, and then after I've used it, I put my leftovers at the top. So, you know, this is how it looks. And some are messier than others. I mean, and then at the end of the year, when I'm done, I will clean them up. But this one, there's definitely enough for next year. If you do, I don't want to get into detail of what I'm going to do, because then I might change my mind. And then, yeah. Can Barn Sweet Barn be stitched in one piece of fabric? I doubt it. It would be huge. We actually did the math on it. You'd need like a yard or so. It'd be huge. How fast do I sew? You're amazing. I work all the time. So, and I also do a lot of stitching at basketball. So, funny story, I went to a basketball game on Friday. I finished my live stream, drove straight to San Antonio, and we walked in the gym and it was dark, and Kevin was like, they can't play basketball in here, it's so dark. And I was thinking, why are you worried about basketball? I can't stitch in here, it's too dark. But I did. I sat there and stitched, and there was a guy in front of me, and he was just looking at me like, what are you doing? Because I can't waste a minute. So yeah, I do stitch a lot. I work all the time. Basically, I work all the time. That's the answer. Oh, so we got a vote. Oatmeal won 66%. So thank you for that vote. So we are going to give away 3 stitch card cues. And for you to enter to win, what I want you to do is guess, what do you think Lori's QR? Is R next? QRS? Yeah. Yeah. So guess what set. There's only one person in this room who knew the letter, and he's looking at us like, yes, R is next. So guess what you think stitch card R are. And we will pick winners from that. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great week.